If you use Pinterest to drive traffic to either your blog, YouTube video, or other content, then you know that being active on Pinterest can be a full-time job, especially if you want to do it correctly. However, there's a tool you can use called Tailwind that'll give you back your time, and you can use it to do more important things like growing your business. So in this Tailwind tutorial, you'll discover how easy it is to use this tool to grow your Pinterest account. So let's get started. Hi, it's Steve from It Makes Sense, where we give you the tools, tips, and strategies to grow your online affiliate marketing business. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you're notified when I put out my weekly videos. So what is Tailwind? Well, Tailwind is a social media scheduling tool that allows you to schedule your posts on different social media platforms. But in this video, we're going to focus on Pinterest and how you can use Tailwind to schedule your pins. And the reason why I recommend Tailwind is because Tailwind is an official partner with Pinterest. And that means that Pinterest verifies and approves all of the features and benefits of Tailwind, which means that if you use this tool, you can rest assured that you won't be banned from your Pinterest account. And also, if you're serious about growing your Pinterest account, then you really do need to be active at least 20 times a day putting out pins. Now, really, who has time to do that? Like I said earlier, it could be a full-time job. But I want to show you how you can use Tailwind and some of its features, how you can cut that time in half. If you want to follow along on this tutorial, then I'll leave a link down below where you can go get Tailwind. You can get it a free trial where you get 100 pins free. So let's go over to the computer and let me show you some of the features and benefits of using Tailwind. All right, so after you create your Tailwind account, this is where you'll come. Now, let me show you some of the different features of Tailwind. So on the right-hand side, this is your schedule. This is when the pins are going to go out, and I'll show you more about this in a second. Now, you can differentiate between your pins and other people's pins by this little lock here. So these locked ones are my pins, and the ones that aren't locked are other people's pins. And I'll show you what that locked means in a second. And right now I'm in my drafts tab. So if I had pins in here, which I don't, these would be the pins that I need to add to the schedule. And I'll show you how we're going to add pins to the drafts. Scheduled are just that. These are the pins that are going to go out into the schedule. And Smart Loop, I'll show you what this is in a second. This is basically just how you can keep your most popular pins active. Over here, there are different things as well. There's tribes, which we won't get into. There's insights, which are basically reports that show you the same thing that Pinterest Analytics has, but it has a little bit more detail, especially if you're into tribes, and it gives you more insight into how many followers and whatnot. So let's start with scheduling. Now, one of the things you want to do is find out how many times you are going to pin a day and at what times. Now, Tailwind helps you with this because they have a really cool feature called Smart Scheduling, and that analyzes your audience and sees when they are most active and to make sure that you are pinning at the optimal times. So right now I have my Smart Scheduling set to do 10 pins a day. But what I should be doing is 20 pins a day. So the way I would change it is I would come down here and I would add remove time slots. Now, if you're new to Tailwind, you're not going to have a schedule, and you would still come here, and this is where you would set up your schedule. So if I hit the add remove time slots, and let's say right now I had 10 average time slots per day. I want to recreate this schedule, and I want to do, for now I'm just going to do 15 per day, and I'm going to recreate this schedule. So you can see every day it has the optimal time when pins are going to go out. So one day it might have 15 pins, the other day it might have 10, the other day it might have 12, the other day it might have 17. It really depends on what it's analyzed are the best times for those pins to be sent out. And the great thing about Tailwind too is it's not always the same time every day. So you won't be seen as like a spammy pinner because you're publishing at the exact same time, the exact number of pins every single day. All right, now I'm going to show you how you can schedule your own pins. And the easiest way I found to do this is I'm in my drafts and I created a pin in Canva and I want to schedule this. So all I'm going to do is take the file and I'm going to drop it into the draft section. And now I have the pin here, and now I want to schedule it to go to different boards. So I'm going to add this specific pin to my email marketing board. I'm going to add it to my group board, which is my Thriving. I'm going to add it to my own It Makes Sense blog. Instead of having these pins all go out to this board, these different boards at one time, I want to schedule these to go out in different intervals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule this to go out, and I hit this little interval here, every 4 days. So it's going to send this pin to these three different boards every 4 days, one every 4 days. So that's where you see this little, on the schedule, these little lock buttons. These are the ones that I've set to go out on intervals. So I'm going to set this interval. Now let's give it a pin title. So this is my active campaign tutorial. That's the title. I have a description that I've already written that I'm going to just copy and cut it here. Now you have to, this is where you put your link. So I am going to send this to this video that I created. So I'm going to share this, copy this link, and then paste it right here. So when people click on this pin, read the description, they will be sent to my YouTube video. So then I'm going to schedule this. Now it's added it to the schedule. So that's the easiest way to add, in my opinion, that's the easiest way to add your own pins to the schedule. Here's what you need to keep in mind if you want to be successful on Pinterest. 60 to 70% of your pins should be other people's pins, and the remaining should be your own. Now, the reasons for this are you want to grow your followers, and the other is that certain group boards have rules on how many pins that you can pin of your own versus how many you need to pin of others. Now, let me show you how you can schedule other people's pins. All right. Now, if you want to schedule other people's pins, there's two ways that I recommend. However, before you do it, you have to go and get the Chrome extension. So click on this and it'll take you to where you can get the Chrome extension, and then you'll get this little Tailwind icon added to your Chrome browser. So let me go to Pinterest, and let me go to my profile, and I'm going to go to my boards. And this is the easiest way that I have found to add pins to my board. So let's say I want to fill up Pinterest marketing. So I would click on this. I would go to more ideas, and then I would find different pins. These are all different pins that aren't in my boards, but this is based on my keyword Pinterest marketing. These are the pins that Pinterest recommends that I add to my board. Or these are pins that Pinterest has found that I could add to. So for instance, if I want to do this one, I'm going to click on this little Tailwind publisher icon. And now all I have to do is click on the different pins that I want to add to my Pinterest board. And you can add hundreds of pins to your different boards using this method in less than 20 minutes. So let's say I'm fine with these. I can go to schedule. And I'm going to add this to my Pinterest marketing board and then hit schedule off. So that is one really easy way to add pins to your different boards. Another way that you can do it is, let me close this down, is now let's say I want to add pins to my email marketing board. I can go and type in email marketing and all pins, search all pins. And now I can search for different pins that catch my attention. So for instance, if I want this one, I can hit this little Tailwind icon. Come over here like this one, hit this Tailwind icon. Just Tailwind icon. So now that I have these in my Tailwind drafts, let me come over here back to drafts. You can see these are the three that I clicked on. I can now add these to my different boards. So I can email marketing, add to queue, email marketing, add it to the queue, and then email marketing, add it to the queue. So those are the two really easy ways that you can add other people's pins to your schedule. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what boards are your favorite to follow on Pinterest. One last thing I want to show you is the Smart Loop feature. Now, I only use this feature for my most popular pins. Now, what this does is, let's take this pin for example. This is one of the pins that I get one of the most impressions and repins. Is I want to schedule this pin to go out every 5 months. So once I set this, I don't have to worry about repinning this. It's going to do it automatically every 5 months. Now, like I said, I don't use this feature because you only get 250 different posts, and I'm using 11. But like I said, I'd make sure that my most popular pins get repinned every 5 months. Now, if I find a pin that's going viral, then I would probably just do what I did earlier, which is go back and repin it using the little Tailwind icon. So the way you would do this is, let's say you wanted to create, it's called a loop. So I'll create a new loop. I'm just going to have it be evergreen. You can do it seasonal, meaning if, let's say I have a Christmas theme pin, I want it to be go out every Christmas, or I want it to go out every spring, I could do seasonal. But this is evergreen. I wanted to continuously reschedule these pins. So then I would just choose a name. Let's just call this affiliate marketing, and a default board that I'm going to pin this to. Let's say I want to pin it to either my group board or my blog board. Let's just do that. And I'm going to have it loop all year round. And then I would just come and find the pins that are the most popular. And I'm not going to set this up right now, but all you would do is you would just select the different pins, and then you would save it, and then it would set up the interval. I have it every 5 months, and then you're good to go. But that is the basics of how to use smart looping. So there's many different reasons why you would want to use Pinterest other than driving traffic to your content. Maybe you just want to do it as a hobby, or maybe you want to make money from Pinterest. And if that's the case, I'll leave a link up above for a video where I show you how you can earn a commission by promoting other people's products, and you can use Pinterest to do this. So that's it for today's video. If you like it, please smash that thumbs up so I know to create more content like this. And again, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my weekly content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. However, there's a tool you can use that will give you, you'll discover, okay. It'll, if you want to hop along,